Hello, darlings. It is lekker cold, eh? Icy cold weather. So we are officially now in winter. Officially. Which is round about right this time of the year. Yeah, it's round about right. So I hope you guys are all doing fantabulous. As fantabulous as you can be doing in whatever situation you might be feeling that you are dealing with at the moment. But today I wanted to come and speak about one of the toughest challenges about change. And what I found in my experience is one of the toughest challenges about change is the perspectives we have. So we hold on so tightly to perspectives that we have on any specific situation. So yeah, let's speak specifically to now life transformation. You want to change your life from one way of living it to a more expanded, more fuller, more expressive, more fulfilled way of living it. But now you have a perspective on what your life currently is like now and what's not going right with it. And then you have a perspective about what your life should be looking like. Okay, the vision of the life that you want to be living. And there is this tendency to feel pulled between the two worlds of I'm here, but I want to be there. Now, this is what you used to, this is what you know, and this is what you're going to be creating more of because this is what you have been creating. But now you want to get to that other side, the other side of this life to that life. And now you're torn between the two worlds. You have a perspective of this world, you have a perspective of that world, you have a perspective of this life, you have a perspective on what that life should look like. And the thing about that is, now we sort of end up being stuck in that specific place where this is what it is right now. These are the things that I'm not happy about right now. And that's what it should look like. And those are the things that I would love it to look like. But what if we just don't hold on so tightly? Because that's what we do. We hold on very tightly. What if we just don't hold on so tightly to what we feel our life should look like? What if we just don't hold on so tightly to what we believe is not right with our lives in our current situations? Because you end up being stuck in this pool between where I am now versus where I want to be. And you're not actually being present. So imagine just not holding on to the perspective of what's not going right, not holding on to the perspective of what it is you'd like to be having. Yes, you're going to hold on to the vision, but not the meaning you are giving to what's wrong now to get there and how you should be getting there and all the other stories we tell ourselves about what is required to get there. But just be present in the now moment. Just be present in today. Just be present in, this is the day I am in now. I am not there. I'll get there when I get there. I am not in yesterday. Yesterday is gone. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay? Whatever I created yesterday, whatever happened yesterday, it is gone. I cannot change anything about it. It is done. It is what it is currently. What I can do is, where I am right now, is change my perspective maybe about what I felt is not right about yesterday. Because that energy, you want to shift the energy of what didn't go right. And everyone, if you're feeling bad about something that you didn't do right, you're feeling bad about something that you feel you should have done better, and you're feeling however way, every single person on this earth has done something that they are not proud of. Every single person on this earth has done something that they felt they could have done better. So beating yourself up about something that happened and you could have done better, which again is another story about could have done better. Because if you really could have done better, knowing is not the same. You would have done better. So you might be feeling judged maybe. So the people that you feel judged by, are they angels? Are they 100% perfect individuals who've never done anything wrong in their lives? Are they in any position to be judging you? And even if they are judging, are they really angels who have never made any mistakes in their lives, who have never done anything where they could have done something better? So what's the point of beating yourself up? And every single human being on this earth has done something that they felt they could have done better, has done something that they felt they could have handled better, and they felt judged about it too. So if you feel someone's judging you, just remember that they are not angels. They are not angels. And if you are judging someone, sweetie pie, you are not an angel either. We all judge. But remember, we've all made mistakes as well. So this perspectives that we have, okay, we hold on so tightly to it because it's part of what we believe. You believe something about whatever and you have a perspective on it because you have a belief about it. But if it is not serving you, if it is not serving you in enjoying today, if it's not serving you in being present in today, if it is not serving you in doing the best that you can do today, it's important to shift that. Holding on so tightly to what could be in the future and that possible life that you would love to be living in the future, you want to have the vision of it, you want to be connected with it, but you don't want to hold on so tightly to it like it's a do or be all end all, because that is very stressful. It's very stressful and it will make you feel like a failure and it will make you feel all the things that are not so great to be feeling because you're just not there yet. And because you're not there yet, you're going to feel a specific way about it because you want it now. So now it feels even further away because you want it now. And having that feeling of having it feel further away actually causes it to be further away. So how we interact with our present moment is so important. So imagine that in the day that you are in, what can you do today that's going to make you feel good and is going to be in service of you living a more enhanced, a more fulfilled life. And you are a human being also. Yes, we are spiritual beings living a human experience, but the human side of you can only do so much in a day. We all get 24 hours in a day, and where you are at that point in time is where you are at. So you're going to want to do what you can do, where you are, with what you have, not holding on so tightly to what's not going right or what doesn't seem to be going right. Because remember, again, out of 100% of everything that's going on, actually, we are only processing less than 1%. So what might seem like it's not going right is also a very limited perspective on a very limited amount of processed information of what is actually going on, less than 1%. There are 99%, not 99 other possibilities, 99% of other possibilities that you could actually be experiencing based on where you are right now. And that is perspective, okay? I always like speaking about, because I've seen this with the 6 and the 9. So the one guy sees a 6 and the other guy sees a 9, and these two are going back and forth about, no, it's a 9, the other one's a 6, no, it's a 9, no, it's a 6. They're both right. It's just a matter on which end of the stick they're standing on, what perspective they're viewing this thing on. So if a perspective is not making you feel good about your life right now, you can change it. And it's not like you're lying to yourself about what's actually happening, because if you're only processing 1% at a specific time of what's actually going on, less than 1% actually, you have more than 99% of other true possibilities that you could be living into. Because there's 99% of other perspectives that you're not processing at the moment that you could rather be living into, as opposed to something that's not making you feel good about what is happening currently. And another thing that can also make us not feel good is also what we believe people are going to be thinking and saying, based on whatever decisions you might have made in your life. It's your life. Let them say. People are going to think and say what they want to say anyway. And most of the time, it's not even about you. And people, why do you think anyone is so concerned about your life? If we've all got our own lives, why do you think someone is so concerned about your life? And if they are, it's just about their own things in any case. People are projecting their own stuff onto you. So even if they are talking about you, my goodness, if they are spending time talking about you, it's not about you. It's about them. They're less than 1% perspective about whatever's going on in your life. So how relevant is that really? You can, one of the things that for me is that I can die tomorrow. I can die tomorrow and just having lived a miserable life because I'm worried about what someone else who is more concerned about themselves in any case might have been thinking or saying, or I'm feeling bad about something that I could have done better yesterday. If you genuinely in the deepest knowings of your knowings knew better, you would have done better. Knowing and knowing is not the same thing, and we are all on this journey together. Every single human being is on a journey of becoming more aware, becoming more present to what's actually happening and learning from our mistakes of yesterday. No one is perfect. So people who are being judged out there, busy judging other people for what they did, how perfect are you to be judging someone else for the mistakes that they made in their lives? How perfect are you? Because none of us are. We are all on this journey. We are all learning. And I got onto this journey because I myself wasn't perfect. I had a lot of things that I had to deal with. But then I learned, oh my goodness, there's actually a way to interact with this thing called life that can be more constructive to the way I want to live my life. Now, again, studying it, learning it, doesn't mean that I'm going to get it perfect all the time. You're going to study, you're going to learn something, you're going to try and apply it in your life, and it doesn't quite work the way you perceived it's going to work. You're going to fall a few times, you're going to make a few mistakes. So if you're starting something out new and someone's judging you for how not perfect you are with something new that you are starting with, how perfect were they when they started whatever? Something new that they haven't done before. So again, if anyone's going to be judging you, they should be looking at themselves first. If you're going to be judging anyone else, you should be looking at yourself first, because none of us are perfect when we start something new. None of us. None of us. So this thing of what people are saying and what people might be saying and so on, we are all on this together. And most of the time, like I said earlier, we're more concerned about ourselves. So if I'm talking about someone else, I'm either jealous about what's going on with them, or I'm just trying to make myself feel better about what's going on in my life. But there's some reason that I feel my energy is worth speaking about what's going on in their lives as opposed to looking on what's going on in my own life. So that's what I want to come and speak to today, is about our perspectives and how our perspectives has such a huge impact on our lives, and how it can really be one of the toughest things to be dealing with when we are dealing with change, when we are moving from realizing, okay, these are the things that I'm not so happy about, that's what I actually would like it to be, but now we have perspectives about it because we're judging it as well, and we feel we should be there, we want to get there, we don't know how to get there, or we have an idea on how to get there, but I want it now, so it feels even more further away, and then we're in this push and pull side, and it's like you're not making any progress at all. But what's the most important thing? What's the most important thing? It's today. It's the time you have now, because that's the only real thing that we have. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is tomorrow. We're not there yet. So it's not even happening. Yesterday is not happening. It's gone. It's only happening in our minds and how we might be replaying it, which you can also change if you change your perspective about whatever happened. It's not feeling too lacquer. So the only thing that's real, the only thing we genuinely have is the now. So what can we do today? What can we do now to make, number one, it be a great experience, to be a fun experience, be something that feels good to us, and number two, that is in service of this greater, more expanded life that we want to be living. Because as human beings, you're always going to want to be expanding, wanting more. That's why you can get in a job and you can get the promotion, and some time passes and you start to feel discontent because it doesn't end there. You don't get somewhere and it ends there. There's continuous involvement, continuous movement, continuous growth. And also the belief, you go to school and they say, oh, you're going to go to school, get good grades, go to varsity. Then you're going to go from varsity, you're going to get the job and you're going to get the life, and that's it. Then it's set, it's done. And then you realize it's not quite like that. So now you've got another belief. I know I had that one where now it's not done yet. Is it ever going to be done? Now I must not start all over again because I'm here and I'm not quite happy. But that is what life is. That is what life is. We're always going to be starting at some point that's new, that's different, that you haven't dealt with before. And if you're not dealing with the uncomfortableness of it, you're sitting and you're being miserable where you are and you're blaming everyone else for things that aren't going right in your life. But what are you actually doing to change it? Are you willing to get uncomfortable? Are you willing to, do something new? Are you willing to put in whatever effort is required for you to put in to get whatever it is you'd like to get for yourself? So it's questions that it always boils down to ourselves. It always boils down to me. What am I doing about it? I'm on this journey just like anyone else. I'm on this journey just like anyone else. I go through my own battles with my own beliefs, my own perspectives. But it takes practice and you get better at it. And you move through the process of whatever you're going through much more quicker as you practice it, as you apply it in your life. So at first it does seem like it takes a bit more longer, but it gets better with time because it's more practice, and you move through the motions of what's happening much quicker, as opposed to when you're trying to figure it out and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to handle it, and you haven't really been through the experience actively before, so it feels new. And the best way for you to not feel new is to put yourself through the situation, give yourself the experience of it, and it definitely does get better, and it definitely does get easier. Then again, as always, if you guys would like to book a strategy session with me, to find out about the type of work that I do and how it could possibly serve you in a journey of actively creating the life that you want to be creating, because the life, it's a scientific, it's mathematical precision, is a scientific way on how the universe works that we live in. We are not taught these things at school. We go around feeling like, I have to figure this out, I have to make it work, and that's not true. You don't have to figure it out, to make it work. There is a way of interacting with this universe that we live in that can be much more constructive, much more peaceful and harmonious to move through. But then that is a whole new way of being and a whole new way of thinking. So it does require commitment when you go down that path. But if you're just curious about, what is this? How can it serve me? How can it support me? How does the change actually even happen? And what would it look like for me? Because the strategy sessions are tailored to whatever's going on with you specifically. And the nice thing about the strategy sessions also is that it's not a commitment, and if it's also a great way to see, like, if we had to go down the side, it's not to say it must happen at that call, but if we had to go down the road of learning how to live this life and get in harmony with whatever it is you want to be living, what does it mean to get in harmony? How do you go about it? What would that look like? What would the experience look like? Would we even be a good fit to work together? Because this is your life, and it's also my life because it's my time and my energy that I'm involved in here. Would we be a good fit to work together? Because I think we deal with enough people let's go in the corporate world, where you feel like you're working with people that you don't really want to be working with. They're not the nicest people. So when you engage in these type of things, you want to be engaging it with people that you feel, what, I feel I can talk to this person, I feel I can work with this person, and I feel like we can be conducive together in getting the results that we both seek. Because I love seeing that spark in someone's eye when they realize the truth about what's going on, and then they start, the awareness never the level of awareness that we grow and we move into, it never ends. It really, really never ends. And I feel privileged to be part of the journey in anyone who I'm dealing with at any specific time. So the beauty of strategy calls also is that it does say, would we be a good fit to work together if we were to go down that road together? Because it is a journey. It is a journey. A beautiful one at that, but it can be challenging as well, because you're going to be challenging all beliefs that you had that are no longer serving you. And it's going to be, there's times when you might feel like, I know there's times when I feel like I'm at war with myself, and then I must now be curious about what's happening. How do I get from what tools do I need to apply? What's happening right now? What must be applied to get from one stage to another? So like I say, as you do the work, it gets easier because you get more experience. You start to know how to apply the different tools, how to apply the principles, and then how to use it to get in harmony with what you actually would like to have in your life, but also to be truly present in the moment and enjoy the moment as far as possible in the present moment, at the same time as moving forward to whatever it is you would like to be living, the life, whatever it looks like. And at the end of the day, the results of the life is more of a secondary thing. It's more of a secondary thing. There's a shift that happens within you, in your being, and peace doesn't just come from external. Peace doesn't come from an external thing that you get, or external thing that you're now there and now the peace happens. It happens here first. And once the shift happens with us, in our being, then the shift happens in our external environment. Okay, darlings, that is it from me today. Lovely chatting with you as always. Even though I think I chat with myself. Sometimes I see names I see pop-ups, but I can't see the names. Actually, you should figure out how to see the names, what pops up when they pop up. Anyway, that's it from me today. I will see you in the next video. And for those of you who are on this side of the world, keep warm and keep healthy. Alrighty then. Bye.